right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is early Sunday morning of the last day of 2023 World Cup. My name is Todd Ensich from Behind the Bunker Paintball Podcast, and I have Matt Falby with me all day today. We are live under the shadow of the Gaylord Palms here in beautiful Kissimmee, Florida. This is what we've affectionately called sort of the semi-pro and the women's field. But today, we are going to see some of that, but more so, we're going to see some D2 and a few of the other divisions getting into their ochos, quarters, and semifinals here. So we've got some exciting paintball today. We've had some exciting paintball yesterday and the day before, but every day as this tournament's progressed, we've seen more and more nail-biters. It's been phenomenal.
And I've seen an evolution of how the teams are attacking this field, which I kind of see every event. We start out a style of play at the beginning of the week, and by the end of the week, the style of play has changed, especially in concerns to the snake, I would say.
It's gotten better.
We're going to start off with some D2 action. We got Dynamic versus Shenanigans, 7th place and 4th place team overall for the year. So Shenanigans certainly in the fight for maybe the year title, depending on how today goes. Both teams are out of Florida. So this is a Florida matchup. And then the follow-up to that is we're going to watch a couple New York teams, New York, New Jersey teams go at it.
Yeah, there was a lot of hey-yo and yo-ay back and forth. So they've been egging each other on, so we'll see how that translates.
I'm playing snake over here. Okay, let the complaints flow.
Well, did you hear they were practicing yesterday or playing yesterday, and they're like, hey, yo, we got 2 snake players over there. I shouldn't make fun. We all have our own thing, and it'll be interesting to see how that all transpires. So in just under 20 seconds here, we'll have Dynamic on the left side of your screen, Shenanigans on the right. First of all, thank you guys for tuning in, and if you are tuning in, try to share this out there so people know that we are, in fact, live. There's going to be some phenomenal paintball here today. And you know what? Get yourself a coffee, make yourself some eggs and bacon, and let's strap in for some gameplay.
Here we go. Dynamic on the left, Shenanigans on the right. Dynamic going into the snake. He might have gotten clipped on the heel, though.
I lose the first Shenanigan player out of the snake insert.
Here we go. So Dynamic down 1. Both teams take that ever-important snake tower. We got a decent spread for Dynamic. Looks like... Are we still 5 alive over here for Shenanigans? If I'm not mistaken.
I have lost one of my Shenanigans player already.
4-4. So I would certainly say, Shenanigans has an opportunity here if they want to try to transition from that can into the snake insert. There it is. Wow. I may actually know paintball. Same thing. So there we go. Dynamic into the snake. Dynamic has a slight advantage. There is that tower, though, so the Dynamic player has to be a little bit careful going around these knuckles.
No.
Dynamic player, number 1, looking for some cross-field kills. The snake on this field is not automatic if you get in there that you're going to get cross-field kills. You certainly can catch people unaware, get some fast kills, but it's not a guarantee.
Okay.
Oh, there's going to be a minor on Shenanigans. The snake player probably took a hit going in. Maybe on his hip. Yeah, he's looking at his right hip.
You can tell that the refs had a good rest last night because that flag got launched.
Yeah, so you're telling rest period by velocity and height? I didn't know that secret.
They were just sort of falling out of their pockets because they were hot and tired and exhausted. Now they've got a little bit of perk to them. So
paintball science, that's what you tune in for. So here we go. Dynamic's just going to walk in and hit the buzzer. So early in the match, there's really no reason for Shenanigans to worry about toweling out of this. Time is not an issue yet.
And you never know. Maybe there's a dirty hit there.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't have to towel out for time reasons, don't towel out. Because there's always a possibility that person hitting the buzzer has a hit hidden on his pack somewhere.
Yeah. So. And Daniel in the live chat brings up a good point as well. He says Shenanigans have the 2 girls that play on Destiny WNXL line and played for Team USA. And I believe that's the Blanco sisters. So nice to see them playing today again. Destiny did very well yesterday and has been doing very well this weekend.
Yep, we watched a great game yesterday working the booth with B. Paxton. She was having a minor heart attack watching her team play.
Yeah, I ran into B yesterday, had a good conversation with her. It was nice to see her again.
Yeah.
Or did she say it was nice to see me again? I can't remember how that went.
I'm going to guess it was the other way around.
So thank you guys for tuning in. We have 2 New York teams, 1 Wreaking crew, and the other one here is New York Brave.
So both are called New York, but one of them is actually out of Jersey. Don't hold that against them. New York Wrecking Crew out of Jersey. They're second place overall for the season.
Wow, so we should see as an expectation for them to take it.
Yeah. So far this season, they've taken fourth place, then a first place, then a fifth place, and then a second place. So second overall for the year. They're certainly in contention.
Kids on Tour says he can't find the stream for Go Sports. I wonder if they're not live yet. Not sure when.
I would check YouTube, Facebook, and you can go directly to the Go Sports website.
Yeah. I don't believe Sundays are ever on anything other than Go Sports. All right, so here we go. Brave on the right side of your screen.
New York Wrecking Crew on the left. Wrecking Crew with a clean breakout. Both teams kind of settling down into their mid-game. As I say that, one of the Brave players taking a walk, so the Wrecking Crew has a slight advantage. No one has figured out a way to easily neutralize this snake tower, and it is really the thing that can stop you from getting player into the snake. And now we got a crew player taking a walk from the left side. Okay. So 4-on-4.
Right now, Brave in Snakeside Tall Tower. And then we have Home and Dorito 1 for sure.
So for both these, oh, there we go. Wrecking Crew into the snake first. Again, the early part of that snake, he's going to be a little bit careful about this tower.
Oh, no. Referee running in, but marking the Brave player clean.
Wrecking Crew at snake wall 1. He's going to try to wrap, see if he can get a shot. He does. He gets the shot on that tower. Yep. He's going to use that opportunity to move up to the brick. Look across.
That's player number 32 taking the walk.
There he goes. He's going to wrap on that can. I don't know if he's got a good clear shot at it. Makes the bump to their snake. And again, I'm not entirely sure Brave even knows that. I think the only person that would have known that information was the tower, and the tower is dead.
That's Stevie Reyes right there for Wrecking Crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brave fills the snake as a quick guard.
He's looking for the butt pack on that home. The home for Brave is looking right side, Dorito side. Now Reyes was unaware that the snake was hot with him. Yeah. Pays for it with his life. But he's already done a lot of damage. Good work. All right, well, Brave is now on the snake alone. As I say that, Crew fills it in.
So we say he's in the snake, and he technically is, but that bunker is still so far removed from the actual snake play. It's almost sort of a defensive snake position.
Yeah.
I know that sounds confusing, but he's not really in the thick of it, but he's able to sort of keep that opposing player honest on the tape side anyways.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think this brick at the 50, that's the kill position. That's obviously where you want to do all your damage. And that first wall is like you said, a little bit more of a cross-up. Yeah. Stop the movement up the Dorito side.
Here comes Chris Lennon for Wrecking Crew over on the Brave side, doing some work. Brave is going to have to get on their feet and either go run them down,
or the
Brave damage may have already been done. Yeah, that he technically did spin, but it happened so fast that I don't think that was a tangible penalty for a spin.
It wasn't egregious. It was his gun was pointing in that direction. That's the biggest thing that the ref's looking for. If the gun is pointing in the direction of the oncoming player, probably going to be just a simple trade.
Yeah. Brave playing out of home right now. I don't know where other Brave players are. He may be the last one, Matt, unless you see.
So we have Brave over in the D50.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Wrecking Crew in the D50, they've bumped into their side of the field. They're in the Doritos. Wrecking Crew at the 50 over here on the snake
side. So it is the final Brave player.
Yeah.
And he gets eliminated, and that is going to let Wrecking Crew take it because Brave is going to towel that.
Well, hey, good game. There was some tight action there. I'm sure at home one side of the fan equation is going, that was a clean bunker. The other one is screaming for penalty.
Yeah, here's the replay on the breakout. You can see 4 guns alive for Wrecking Crew, 1 going right into the snake.
Yeah, clean basic breakout. You want to take that snake tower. Here we got Brave on the other side.
4 Brave guns up as well.
Doubling up home. Doubling up home is a little bit of a risk-reward strategy, and it looked like a gun had there was a gun down for.
I understand it. I just don't know if I agree with it for very long.
Yeah, you can't stay there. I would not stay there doubled up. You get risk of getting trapped in there, and that's not enough bunker for 2 players to live against good shooters. So you kind of got to do your double up and then get the heck out of there.
All right, so back on the field we have Dynamic and Shenanigans. Dynamic leading by 1. Shenanigans are going to be on the on your left side of the screen. Love the split screen here. You'll be able to watch both breakouts simultaneously.
Double the paintball for your money.
Yeah. Okay, so 4 guns up seems to be the trend with 1 risk run, and it pays off for Dynamic.
Shenanigans 5 alive. They make a move up the middle to the juice box. Not the most popular choice.
Now just because it's not your favorite.
Now they fill into that snake insert bunker, which means they just need to fight their way past. Well, he's going to have to fight his way past both his mirror and the snake tower for Dynamic if he wants to get into the snake.
Yeah. All right, Dynamic moving up into the second Dorito side tower. Also, the sun yesterday at this hour was a huge problem, but today we just luckily have a row of clouds blocking it out, so both teams are unaffected.
And no fog today.
No, this is probably perfect paintball weather.
You can see that Shenanigan player in the snake insert bunker. He wants to go, but Dynamic is absolutely locking him down.
Yeah. There's Cyrus over there.
Ooh, there's
Dynamic moving over to Dorito 1, but then losing.
They lost their can, so that gives an opportunity. Maybe the Shenanigan player can get gun dominance and make the bump.
Yeah, we do lose number 17. Or sorry, 77 for Dynamic.
The Dynamic insert player, he wants to go too. He wants in that snake.
He does, and you know what? They could certainly use the snake presence right now, but he gets goggled from Dorito side of the field. That's going to leave KP, number 33, in the center. His job to either defend the snake or get over there, and right now he is busy playing with the Dorito side.
The momentum's entirely in Shenanigans' corner right now.
Yeah, Dreads number 5 just gets shot.
Doubling up the snake, moving down the middle, and they're going to finish it out.
Yeah.
So a good chunk of that game was really just sit and see who makes the first mistakes. And Shenanigans either made just a few better shots or Dynamics made a few mistakes, one way or the other. Shenanigans going to walk away with that one.
Dreads number 5 walking off as well.
All right, we're going to go back to the New York versus New York game. We have Brave versus Wrecking Crew coming out. Brave is going to be on our left. They're in the green and red jerseys. Crew is up 1-0. Certainly big expectations for them this tournament, considering their position for the year.
Wrecking Crew up by 1. New York Wrecking Crew is sponsored by JT and Flow Paintball, as well as Planet Eclipse.
Wrecking Crew's out of Chemong, New Jersey. And I'm sure I mispronounced that.
I know Shema is a similar spelling, and that's how you would pronounce it, so I don't know if that gets you any closer to the proper pronunciation. Or...
Well, we'll just say it's Quick Shot Paintball, and we'll pretend that we don't even know the name of the town. That's a good way to dodge that one.
All right. Wrecking Crew up by 1. Quick changeover at home.
Brave on the left. Brave
4
pushing
guns up.
Brave pushing up more to the Dorito side on this run out. There's a little bit more of a light presence on Snake.
Yeah. Oh, I see a minor penalty, but it's on your side of the field.
Yeah, it's on Brave. Brave's going to lose 3 players all at the same time. So Brave tried to penetrate through the middle there. Obviously did something the refs didn't like. Draws a minor. At the same time, they lose another body, so they're down to 2 players. They're in decent spread in those cans to try to cross it up and hold this, but 5-on-2.
Would like to see Wrecking Crew player Steve Reyes get out of there and into the snake, but right now they are getting tons of fire from Brave just coming down the middle here, pinching them out. So at this point, they're up on bodies. There really is no need to risk your body for bump and bunkers.
So generally speaking, when you're down a bunch of bodies like this, you want to cross it up and make it tough for the other team to advance. But I think I'm okay with that decision by Brave to keep the gun straight upfield and try to prevent that taking the snake. It's not going to matter much because the other Brave player tries to make a move up the Dorito
Foul
side.
being called. Yeah. Good call on that because it was going to get worse before it got better. And with 5 Wrecking Crew players still alive, there's not much you can do there. Yeah. So well done by the coach of Brave. So
whatever happened with the player going through the middle for Brave, that one kind of blew the game up. as soon as he took that minor. It really set them back. So to go down, 3-on-5 within the first 10 seconds of a point, that's
tough.
Yeah.
But you know what? We see teams right now that they're better to have their 5 bodies alive, start with 5 bodies alive and be down a point. Right,
yeah.
Especially these D2 teams, they should be able to handle it, right?
Okay.
So
for a second there, I thought what you're recommending is getting your penalties early when you have lots of bodies to fill them, rather than at the end of a point where you're going to start
get
down.
Your penalties out first of the game, get them out of your system, and then run the rest of the point clean.
So you're intimating that the penalties build up in the human system and they need to be expunged?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Get out that poison, get your penalties out, and there you go.
We're learning biology here, folks. Dynamic on the left, Shenanigans on the right. They're tied up 1-1. Clock is not an issue yet. 11 minutes left. Dynamic takes the run into the snake. They're clean. Refs aren't even going in for check.
Yeah, Shenanigans 5 alive as well. Took an odd route to get there, but they got to the snake insert. Home, 2 cans, and the snake side tower.
So Dynamic has the backside can, home, the ever-important snake tower. They've got snake 2. And the can over there on the Dorito side. Dynamic player going to drop back to the second mini wall, probably because he thinks that is a better route getting up to that brick.
Shenanigans player at the back row tried to jump up over the can to look past, sort of Ollie Lang style, but realized he was too short.
I resemble that remark.
Shenanigans playing out of Legacy Sports.
So Shenanigans doing a good job suppressing the snake. As soon as I say that, he gets gun dominance for just a split second, and he goes.
Yeah, this is not good for the Shenanigans, even though they're playing pretty tight. If that Dynamic player can get wrapped around.
That's Jetski, number 1 for Dynamic. Now, absolutely Shenanigans knows he's there, so there's no cheap, easy surprise kills waiting for him.
Jetski sounds like a fun guy I'd like to spend some time on the water with.
Think he's pruny all the time?
Maybe. So here we go. Come on, guys. I'd like to see a Shenanigan sort of take the tape side of the snake right now.
Because the corner is not hot for Shenanigans, I think Jetski here has a chance to wrap around the outside.
I agree, and I think Shenanigans needs to get out of that can. He's not doing anything. He needs to get over to the corner, or at least get his gun up and try to play and battle with that snake player. But he's looking for shots, and he's not finding any. I'd like to see him move. So
the Dynamic Dorito side tower is keeping his gun on this side. He's the one who right now responsible for trying to stop Shenanigans from getting in the snake.
Yeah, watch Dynamic snake player right now. Oh, he just went back. If he only knew how open it was for him. We lose a Shenanigans player, our first one. I believe that was Nick Kempton.
Dynamic makes a move up the middle to the middle wedge.
All right, there we go. Wrecking Crew, player in the can. I'm not picking on him, but he's finally shooting snake side here. And unfortunately, he's not going to get a shot on the snake player who's now on their side of the field.
Jetski's hunting for that home player. And he's going to get tucked in by the D1 of Shenanigans. Shenanigans doing a good job. It's not falling apart here. They're really hard pressed in terms of positioning, but their players are doing a good job digging in and not making this easy for Dynamic.
Be nice to see Stevie Gascon, if that's him in the snake insert, to turn and get over and fill that snake. A little too late. Ooh. Unfortunately, Shenanigans only moved now, but Dynamic has 2 snake players, and they're just going to rip that part of the field apart.
Off. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to give a little bit of a cover here for Shenanigans. That's probably an overslide we just watched going into that corner because it's first thing in the morning and the ground's a little bit wet.
Yeah. And towel being called. That had Shenanigans point written all over it. They just had to make their secondary moves up the snake side, and I feel that they would have defended that and maybe even come ahead on that.
They had a window. You're talking about, they had a window of opportunity to get up there. Got to say, Dynamic closed that window pretty fast.
Yeah, for sure. And well played by Dynamic. I'm not taking it away from them. I was just
Why do you hate Dynamic so much? What is it they did to you?
I won't hate them next time they're on my field. They'll be on my side. I pretty much root for whoever's on my side, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we are simple beings. We are very simple creatures.
Yeah. As you can tell by the shine and the smile on our face, the sun is now popping. And it is going to be a nice day today. Last night it rained. Not enough where we've got mud on the ground, but enough that everything is just sort of slippery.
Just a little bit.
Very slippery.
So I saw at least 2 Shenanigan players overslide into that snake corner. Now, by that point in the game, it was kind of falling apart from anyways, but but trying to spread it out and trying to lock it down, and they just overslide and die.
10 seconds.
All right, so we have Brave down by 2.
Wrecking crew on the left, Brave on the right. There's 10 minutes on the clock. Brave doesn't have to panic yet, but they do need to start winning some points.
Okay, let's see if Brave is going to send Chops into the snake, number 33.
Good shooting by Brave. They pick off the crew player going out to that Dorito side.
And looks like Brave goes up instead to the 50 center wedge, or brick rather, yes?
I'm going to say it's the snake side wedge at the 50. And I think it's a really, really strong bunker for shutting down this snake side. Of course, you can't lose a gunfight out of it, but it is a wonderful position. There we go. Crew player walking off from that snake insert. They fill it in pretty fast, though. And a bump out to snake. Oh.
Yeah.
And you know who just shot him? That snake side wedge.
Yeah. So Brave now out in the snake side wedge. They are in the, well, they were, and now they're into the snake. Sorry, the person I was calling just had a great move all the way up to the 50 snake. That's player number 55.
Brave player now on their side of the field, on their middle wedge.
And that's Etry for 55 there. And we lose a Brave player off of the Dorito side while still running into the Dorito 2 as well as the Dorito Tower, past the Dorito Tower, and now up to the 50 brick.
So the D1 bravely trying to hold out. Can't be for long. I think he's going to take a walk.
Yep. And it looks like Brave is going to take this as long as he's clean.
All right. I'm going to congratulate Brave for making me look smart. And that's a hard thing to do. All weekend, I've been singing the praises of this left wedge that's near the snake side wedge, and how I think deadly it can be. And I understand it's tough to get to, but man, Brave just took it early in the match and absolutely destroyed from that bunker.
Yeah. Well, the sooner you recognize that you're wrong, the faster you'll heal. So.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're joining us today for the final day of World Cup Paintball. My name is Todd Ensich from Behind the Bunker Paintball Podcast, and I do have my friend Matt Falby. He is my event friend. We're only friends at events.
That's it? I haven't been upgraded yet?
Not
Still
yet.
working on it. I'll break through. I'll break through your hard outer shell.
Matt, you will never be at my house. Just kidding.
Do you have a guest house at least? Okay.
Yeah. So there you go. We are World Cup guys. This is the event that everybody strives to. This is the end of the season. Teams have practiced for this. They have competed for this and done everything they can, saved their monies. Team raised monies for to get here. And
a lot of international teams coming here.
Yeah. So Shenanigans and Dynamic back on the field.
Shenanigans on my left. They take that snake corner.
Yeah,
big overslide. Big overslide, but he gets away with it.
So Dynamic loses player number 1. Running into the snake, that's Jet Ski.
Shenanigans lose their Dorito side player. So 4-on-4.
As you can see by your screen, remember I was saying how the sun was nicely behind some clouds?
Now it's our enemy.
As Matt Falby would say, now it ain't. So it looks like you've got some snake play coming down our way.
Yep, so we've got Shenanigans into the snake too. They've also got the juice box trying to act as defense. The juice box is this little square just inside of the snake. Shenanigans have lost their first player off that Dorito side earlier in the point, but they're doing a good job pushing the snake. And right now, it doesn't look like Dynamic has anything great to stop them. They do spread out to that snake corner, assuming he's alive.
Yeah, we make a timid move by Dynamic into the snake corner. Timid because he must have felt a hit because he just got called out.
Yeah.
We're also losing Dreads from the center.
Number 5 takes the walk. Shenanigans are well in control now.
Okay, so Jet moves out to Snake Cake to Phil. It's just him and another Dynamic player, and that's it.
Actually, there's bodies peeling off from Shenanigans.
Which is odd because we just moved up. We're now into Dorito 3 goes Dynamic. See, when you're down on bodies doesn't mean you have to stay where you are. Get up that field and try to make something happen. But unbeknownst to our player here, we have a snake battle. Snake trying to shoot across at the Dorito 50.
Dorito 50 lives.
He doesn't get it. Oh, did you hear that goggle
good
shot?
shot.
Well done. Dynamic takes from Dorito 50 all the way across into the snake, taking out Vargas, number 8. That is a beautiful sound. Sorry for Vargas, but love nothing better than that goggle crack.
Or what about the tank? Ting!
Yes, that's good too. What, are you still playing with a CO2 tank?
Yeah. Oh, you don't? Yeah, it's anti-siphon. It's fine.
You know what? There is a distinct difference between getting hit in a CO2 steel tank and a carbon fiber tank. You're right.
It's getting harder and harder to find expansion chambers for my electropneumatics. That just nobody's making them anymore.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll go into that real quick, but you know what? Today, you guys are buying guns that are phenomenal. They're done.
Yeah.
They don't need any upgrades, maybe an aftermarket barrel. Back many years ago, manufacturers would sell bare bones guns so that you could upgrade it yourself.
Right.
So, expansion chambers and, regulators.
Bolts and valves and
Venturi bolts, whatever you could get to update your gun. Man, it was fun back then. It was more expensive, but it was fun back then.
It was also more expensive because you had to bring 2 guns to every event because one always broke.
Absolutely.
I've gotten to the point where I'm not even sure I bring a backup gun anymore. They're so reliable these days.
So Wreaking Crew on your right, up by 1.
Brave on the left. Brave is doubling up home.
We're seeing lots of 4 guns up, one runner.
5 alive for both teams.
Yeah.
So Brave doubles up home, which is fine if you get that kill on the breakout. But if you don't get the kill on the breakout, you've now got 2 players stuck in what is not a great big bunker.
Yeah. There we go. Again, we have Stevie Reyes, number 11, looking inside, where I'm told he's their snake player. Would like to see him for the Wrecking Crew get into the snake. We haven't seen a lot of Wrecking Crew in the snake this point so far.
I just heard our Comp Sports Air Force One take off, so I think you're going to be seeing a drone shot here in another minute or 2.
All right, moving up to the juice box goes Wrecking Crew.
Brave needs to battle with their mirrors if they want to get in the snake, pull this game off. They have a little bit better presence over here on the snake side. They got the juice box, they got the snake insert, and that can behind the snake insert. The 3 of them should be able to push in the Wrecking Crew enough to get their player into the snake.
Yeah.
Oh, and as I say that, they're peeling off from that Dorito side can.
Yeah. And thank you to all of you guys who are tuning in. Go Sports is going right now, but they are behind a paywall, so if you're not a member or a subscriber, Sunday Play is usually just for the paywall. We will not charge you, however. We're going to be here free all day with semis and finals of a few different divisions, so don't go anywhere. You're going to see some of the best paintball here on property on this webcast, aside from maybe some of the pro stuff later today. So looks like we're still 5 bodies alive for my Wrecking Crew. How are you faring?
Brave player in the juice box really wanted to move up the middle and quickly changed his mind when a stream of paint came in for his head. So right now, Crew's in a better position up in that middle. Brave finally gets into the snake wall 1. As that happens, though, they lose their can behind him.
So Wrecking Crew up by 1, don't need to make any moves. They do get Reyes finally into the snake insert here, into the snake. They do lose their juice box.
This Brave player needs to start doing a lot of damage, and as I say that, he dies. Yeah. That is a tough situation now for Brave.
We may be losing Wrecking Crew here. Another body.
Brave makes a move up. He's going to try to do a run-through. He's going to shoot a player who's already dead.
So Wrecking Crew down to 3 bodies. Drew to 1. Can, and now Snake 2.
Super important gunfight going on right here on the Crew side of the field.
Looks like Reyes comes out ahead on this.
Shot. That was a critical gunfight.
Although referee's coming in to make sure Reyes is honest.
No, I'm sure he's honest. There's no reason to check him.
Well, he's from New York.
Paintball players are known for their honesty.
He probably apologized for the ref for having to come over to check him.
That's very Canadian of you.
So Reyes up to the 50, looking for a shot.
It's just
he's got to be careful. He can't go. Yeah, he can't go too much further here because the can is on him. He hears the shot. He keys up on it.
There he goes.
Can made the mistake of looking away and then sticking back out. That was unfortunate to him.
Can doing a good job staying alive. Honestly, he should be dead right now.
Yeah.
The can for Brave is doing a great job keeping his body in it. He should probably get over to that Dorito. It's
Reyes
too late.
is picking up paint off the ground. Reyes was out of paint. You see that? He was trying to find some ammunition.
Free paint. Hey, it's Sunday. Maybe teams are running out of their paint budget at this point.
Well, much like in a video game, maybe he was moving up looking for to find extra ammo here and there.
Ammo crates laying on the field. Yesterday, we did see a player moving around the field to previous spots his teammates had played, picking up their empty pods, just desperately searching for any paint.
Great shot there. You guys just saw underneath the shadow of the Gaylord Palms, this entire facility packed full of people, packed full of vendors. Almost 700 teams here this weekend. Yeah. The parking attendants are doing an amazing job moving people through. God. There are cars everywhere. So much so that at the end of the day, they're opening up a secondary exit just to evacuate people driving out of here.
We need to start a carpool initiative for this event.
Yeah, you can also see, ladies and gentlemen, those bunkers are shiny, not because they're clean and shiny and new. It's the fact that sun's beating on it. That sun is still low.
Yeah, we
now
need a
it's
booth
popping.
shot because this is the golden hour where everything looks good in the sun. This is my only
Yes,
chance
I
to
enjoy
look
when
good.
I have a halo over top of my head.
Yeah. All right, Dynamic Shenanigans, Dynamic on the left. They got a 3-1 lead. Time is not super critical yet, but Shenanigans got to be expeditious about winning this point. Shenanigans make a nice move up the middle.
Look, we have Stevie Gascon in the snake already for Shenanigans. And then, surpassing him, we have another Shenanigans player that gets in. Slides up to Snake 2.
Dynamic player in the snake wall too, but I'm not sure he's aware of the entire snake presence for Shenanigans.
That's Vargas back in the snake. Oh, we lose Gascon. Looks like he had a bit of an injury on his ankle there.
We got Dynamic player making that bump to this 50 brick.
Oh, we're going to have a bit of a snake battle here.
It's Joey. Joey, I think gets clipped on the side of his head, though. He's going to take a walk here. Yep.
Oh, why did Vargas move? But he got him.
It's a trade. I know he's arguing that it's not a trade, but that seems like a pretty clean trade.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah.
Vargas, take your victory there and go. Or leaves, rather. Number 10 coming up. That's Jez. Hopefully he's going to be able to fill that void in the snake right now. Dynamic
in the D1 and the Snakeside can. Oh, Snakeside can tries to make the bump to the snake corner. Trips and falls, but he makes it somehow.
Yeah. By the way, I feel bad. I hope that's how you say his name, Jez. But if I'm mistaken, guys, our crew went over to get the names from everybody this morning. So if they're wrong, you have to blame the teammate that gave all their information here.
Dynamic makes the bump up to that D2. They still have the... I think that's it, though. D2?
So Shenanigans have Dorito 1.
Now the D50 for Dynamic. I think we're looking at a one-on-one. The refs are closing in.
Yeah.
That's a hint as a player. If you see all the ref staff closing in on you, you know it's probably a one-on-one.
Why do I have 6 refs looking at me? Here comes the run-up. Oh, and his gun was down.
Oh, he was stopping to
Shenanigans
reload.
Was reloading and not looking.
You can't really blame him for reloading, but just the wrong time.
Yeah, but a team like Dynamic, you can't put your head down and let them walk around the field. Towel being called by Shenanigans. That's going to make a 4-1 lead.
With only 4 minutes for Shenanigans to try to pull something out.
Yeah. So as you can see, look at how glorious we look in the basking of the sun. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is these D2 matches are already pretty exciting.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying this. Yesterday, some of the semi-pro ochos was awesome. We're going to see some of the finals here today.
Some WNXL action here, too.
WNXL, that play has just been getting better and better all weekend long. And thank you guys for tuning in. I know it's early. It's 7:30 where we are. I'm not sure where you're watching internationally from, what time it is there, but...
So both these New York teams, they have to know each other. It's hard to believe they're in that same region and they're not very familiar with each other. What will be interesting when the game is over, whether they exit it with hugs of friendship or fist shaking.
New York is a big state. It's much like I'm Canadian and someone will go, oh, I know someone from Canada. Do you know him?
Yeah.
No, I do not.
You know everybody from Canada.
Yes.
All right, New York Wrecking Crew on the left. They have a big lead. About 5.5 minutes on the clock.
New York Brave losing their first player. That was player 33, Chops. That was their snake player. Not a good one to lose, but we do take the juice box, rather.
It's 4-4. Wrecking Crew also losing a player. Wrecking Crew in that juice box up the middle. He's going to look Doritos side. We got home.
Matt, on my side of the field, on the other side of the mesh, we have a 10-man field.
Yeah.
And I keep seeing bodies move back and forth because there's so many people over there. It's sort of distracting.
It's like a herd.
Hopefully on screen you guys aren't seeing that.
Crew slides through the middle.
Brave.
Losing a body doing it, though, so it's a trade.
Yeah. So I'm down to 3 Brave.
And the sun is making it a little bit tough at this point to pick out players. It is directly.
So Brave has both stand-up cans as well as home. 2 are shooting Dorito side. 1 playing with the snake.
Wrecking Crew and Snake Wall 2, and that Snake Tower.
Has Wrecking Crew dropped anybody?
Oh, yeah, they've lost bodies. I think we're at 3 bodies for Wrecking Crew at the moment.
I'm down to 2 Brave now, unfortunately. I lose another out of the Dorito side can.
So Wrecking Crew with a major advantage here up in this 50 brick, just to make sure he doesn't lose his gunfight. He's going to go hunting for the home bunker. Home bunker for New York Brave is dedicated to looking right side, though. So
yeah, Brave gun on the snake side has stopped shooting his gun. I don't know if he's having gun issues or if he's trying to bait.
Ooh, nice move by the Wrecking Crew player onto their side of the field. Brave has picked up on it, though.
Oh, here comes the move. Does he get in? No, he gets eliminated on the move. He moves from a tall can to a tiny little cake on the snake corner. Towel being called. Well done.
Brave is going
That was a smart decision by Brave. Unfortunately, he had to call the towel, but it was a smart call. So, Wrecking Crew going to go up 4-1. 3.5 minutes left on the clock. Not looking good for Brave, unfortunately, with this one. And as you can see on your screen, it's not the camera. Do not adjust your screen. That's the sun.
It's super bright. It's Florida. What did you expect?
And for some reason, we seem to be closer to this thing called the equator, and the sun just seems to be a little brighter and hotter.
Well, the sun is directly over the middle of the flat Earth, so we're at the closest point to the sun.
Yes. Well, I'm glad because I don't want the sun to fall off the edge.
Yeah, keep it away from the edge.
Do you think that's just a work that people are doing, or do you think people honestly believe it?
I think it's a mix. I think it's a mix of people that truly believe flat Earth.
People are getting mad at me right now at home. No, it is flat. I've been in airplanes. I've been in high places on mountaintops. I've seen the curvature of the Earth.
It's real, folks.
Maybe it's not flat. It's just curved a little bit.
It's a very gentle slope.
So Dynamic on your right of the screen.
Shenanigans in a bit of a desperation situation. They're down 4-1 with about 4 minutes on the clock.
Dynamic loses their snake player. Oh, that's going to be key for them. That's Jet Ski.
Nice big run up the middle by Shenanigans. They're into that center wedge.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dynamic also loses their Dorito side player in a minor penalty. So we're already down to 2 bodies for Dynamic, which is sort of fine. We're up 4-1, but we don't want to be losing this or any points at this point.
Shenanigan players moving all over the field. They're not even pretending to be worried about getting shot on the transitions.
Well, take advantage of this point with it being down. As a Dynamic coach, I would not be toweling it. I would let my players hold them down as long as they can. But here comes one of the Blanco sisters.
Yeah.
And is she going to be? No, she's not going to be hanging the flag. But that was 5 bodies alive that hung the flag.
That was a very convincing win for Shenanigans. So, for Dynamic, that was a tough point. I'm not shocked, not because of anything against my Dynamic, but teams are so good at offense, all teams, that when you ask them to play defense, I oftentimes don't like seeing teams play defense in that situation.
Yeah. Because
I think their odds of winning really, really drop trying to play defense.
But you know what? An offensive team can still play defense by being offensive.
Yeah.
Like the Sea Dogs. Here's a perfect example. They were on their heels after their first point and played defensively the rest of the game. That's not their playing style.
No.
They're in your face, and if not in your face, they're baiting and they're dynamic going up that field. Unfortunately, they played with their heels up, and it wasn't their game.
I think I would advocate for teams in that point situation where they're up by big points to start the first, say, minute of the game on offense, see how it goes. If they drop bodies, then switch to a pure defense. Or if they get up bodies, then switch to defense to grind the clock.
Yeah.
But I still play my first minute of my match, of my point, kind of on offense.
Yeah. So, Wrecking Crew back on your screen on the right. They're up by 3 points.
Yeah, 3.5 minutes. This is a tough sled for New York Brave.
So you may not see anything super aggressive from them. They're going to probably try to lock it down, kill some of that time on the clock, let the other team come into their lanes. And as I say that, they do manage to get what looks to be Brody Lewis.
First player off for Brave.
Into the snake.
Brave's moving up the middle. Oh, wow. Brave is in that D50.
If in that D50 shooting across field, what does he have? He only was able to take out 1 Wrecking Crew player, and that looked like it was on the Dorito side. And then here comes Wrecking Crew down.
Losing bodies dropping for Wrecking Crew.
Wow.
Brave is in great position on this point.
So I have 3 Wrecking Crew left.
And for Brave, we have that tower over on the Dorito side. We have the D50. We're in the snake side can and the snake, and we're up the middle. 5
and
alive.
here's what we were talking about. You know, I thought that Wrecking Crew was going to be a little more defensive and lock the lanes down, but they're already up into the snake. They're fighting it.
Yeah.
This is their playing style, and that's how they're going to go down if they're going to go down. So nice to see Lewis in the snake shooting cross and being a little more in their face.
So on the surface, Brave is having a great game right here, right? They're taking a bunch of bodies and a bunch of positions. But under the surface, this is not a good game for Brave because the clock, they're really losing a lot of time here. They need to be scoring about a point a minute to get back into this. And this game, even if they win it, I think they're going to be in a bad time situation. Oh, they lose their player at the brick. Oh, great sportsmanship. There was a accidental bonus ball on behalf of Wrecking Crew. He actually apologized to the player.
Yeah. Well, some of the Canadian teams apologized to the refs yesterday because they accidentally hit the ref.
Well, that never happens. That's a surprise.
All right. So there we go. Looks like Brave is clean, and that's going to give Brave a 4-2 score now. Why the sigh, Matt?
Well, the sigh is because of the clock.
Let's sit down and talk about
the sigh is because of the clock, right? So they lost so much time getting through that game that even though they may have won the point, they may have lost the match.
True, but on the optimistic side, now they only have 2 points to get
in 2 minutes.
Maybe
I'm being dramatic.
Yeah.
They got 2 minutes on the clock. That's doable. It's doable, but
you know, if you need a minute to go be by yourself and be dramatic,
serenity now. Serenity now.
By the way, it's about time to bring out the Festivus poll.
Yeah, we're there. Airing of grievances.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Dynamic on my left, Shenanigans on my right. Shenanigans down by a couple points. They got 3 minutes on the clock. Once again, they need to win a point, but they need to do it fast.
Yeah. You can see that you guys have Jet Ski back out on the field. We're going to see if he can get you guys into the snake.
Would you call him a jet ski key player? That was
a jet ski player.
That was it. That was a difficult pun. I'll work on that, folks. I apologize.
You had to travel pretty far on that, but hopefully the destination was worth it.
He's a key player, is what I'm trying to say.
He's a ski player.
5 alive for Dynamic. We're going to move on before the audience starts clicking.
Absolutely, as they should. Looks like we have one of the Blanco sisters. It's hard to tell because that sun's in our eyes again. Looks like she's getting ready to feed into the snake. It'd be great to see her get up in there. Not to brag, but I've got 5 alive for Shenanigans on my side.
I'm seeing the same, but Dynamic is in a great position up here in this snake 50.
Yeah, they're going to have to go. Yeah, see, here we go.
Yeah, there you go. Oh,
yeah.
Good kill. Moves up to their wall, too, and immediately pulls out that middle player.
Yeah, I think, unfortunately, Shenanigans missed their opportunity to get into that snake and stop that kill from happening.
Yeah.
Here they are into the snake corner now, but maybe a little too late. That damage is done. And they also lose a player across the field because of him.
Dynamic spreads out to that snake corner. I don't like that because he needs close-up support for a snake player. He needs to get upfield, not wide.
Move by Jetski. He gets his 2 kills cross-field, and now he's moving back and baiting because he knows Blanco or somebody is going to come in and get him in the snake. Now, Blanco just got eliminated from trying to get into the snake. So the bait did work.
Shenanigans, the clock is not their friend right now.
Kudos to Dynamic player. If it wasn't for Jetski right now, and maybe Dreads here at the 50 holding it down, you know, Shenanigans could have got the upper hand, but did not. Towel being called by the Shenanigans coach. Good call.
Yeah, I'm fine with that towel. It's a good tactical move. I think that was going to be a tough game to pull out, and really Dynamic could just sit there and milk
I'm
the
glad
clock.
you're fine with that. I think the coaches now, as you can see, whenever they go and hit the towel, they do look towards the broadcast booth to see if Matt is going to be okay with it.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
So if Matt gives the okay, they are going to towel it. So good for you. For having that
I really don't want to fire any more coaches. It really hurts my soul every time I have to let one of them go out there.
And thank you guys for joining us. This is the broadcast, Major League Paintball. Make sure you hit a subscribe. This is Matt Falby, as I've been saying all day. My name is Todd Ensich. I'm from Behind the Bunker Paintball podcast, and truly thank you guys for coming. If you guys could do us a solid, maybe subscribe to the Major League Paintball channel because, it doesn't cost you anything. There's no subscription, and you get to see all the great live coverage that's going to happen today and at all the events next season.
And like we advise all our viewers, you can always turn down the volume and not listen to Todd and I. Smart move.
Yep. So let's shake it off. Let's move on. We have Brave on the field. They're down by 2.
2 minutes on the clock.
Brave taking that cake in the corner, and the snake gets in, even though I saw paint coming down his way. Referee is double checking.
Wrecking Crew 5 clean coming out of the gate.
Oh, we do lose Brave out of the corner.
And Wrecking Crew starting to make their secondaries. Big move up the middle by Brave. They're off on this snake side wedge. A great bunker.
Brave all the way into the 50 Dorito side already. We may be down by one body, but
Crew walking off from the Dorito side can. And now both cans are I died for Crew.
Yeah. Brave players are basically saying, Crew, go take a break, have a rest.
Another player walking off from Dorito side by Crew. This is Brave's opportunity. They got to push this and they got to win it. Good sense of urgency here.
Yeah, here comes 55. We've seen him.
Gets the kill, keeps moving. He's going to get to that buzzer. No, he's going to get shot. Maybe by his own team.
No, there was another Wrecking Crew player, but it must have been a team kill. Yeah.
Good work by Brave. They did exactly what they needed to do. They pushed it as soon as that opportunity opened up. They didn't try to slow roll it. Well done. Yeah. Brave is going to claw back into this match. It's going to be 3-4. There's going to be a minute on the clock.
There's a reason why Brave is in the semis here.
Yeah.
So
that is great recognition of situation and then taking action on it. Well done.
Absolutely.
It's not just, can I kill people? It's whether I can make the smart decisions at the right time, and either coaching or just individual player decision. They did good there.
Yeah. All right. So it looks like we have one of the Blanco sisters back out again. We have number 10, number 56 walking out there, and certainly player number 3. And we are doing our best to sort of try to learn these names, but this is the first time we're seeing these teams on our field today. So bear with us today, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Put a comment up in the live chat. Let us know you're interacting with us, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Are you enjoying the stream?
I'm going to take a second to shout out Dusty. He's not listening to us, but Dusty's been a member of our crew here, and he's been super, super key at getting us everything from rosters to guests.
I've been having to put up with Dusty all weekend, so.
Yeah. Well, in my limited interaction with him, he's been great.
All right. I just looked over into the crowd, by the way, speaking of that, and I just had a guy wave us down and give us basically a thumbs up. So thank you to whoever you are, sir. I appreciate it.
Thanks for watching.
Dynamic leading by 5.
Yeah, Shenanigans really don't have enough time to try to win 3 points in 1 minute.
No, they do try to run through.
Uh-oh.
I do see a major penalty. That was on Blanco.
Shenanigans. Shenanigans are going to lose a whole bunch of players.
They sure are, unfortunately. But you know what? You got to try something, ladies and gentlemen. You're down by that many points. You need time to do something.
Dynamic can just sit here. There's no reason to push the buzzer.
6. If they make it 6-2, it's still not a mercy.
Yeah.
So, but you know what? Why wouldn't
over
you?
Here on the Shenanigans player all the way down to the D corner. Oh, and he dies.
Yeah.
Great attempted push though. Dynamic's going to hit that buzzer.
With how much left? 43
seconds.
So we will see another point. I would have liked to see them delay and stretch that out.
Yeah, they could have ran it down to under 10 seconds and then not made it necessary to run another point.
So coming back on the field, we're going to see some New Yorkers.
6-2 with 40 seconds left on the clock. That game's pretty well locked up, to be honest.
Yeah.
Brave versus Wrecking Crew. This is a much closer game. Brave has 1 minute to try to pull something out.
Yes, unfortunately for our schedule, what's going to happen is Brave is going to take this next point. We're going to go into overtime. And then maybe one-on-ones.
There'll be a ripple effect of pushing our schedule back.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't know if our schedule is published or if it's being created on the fly, depending on the necessity of the league. They're trying to put as many finals on our field as possible because it's on camera. So we kind of don't know the fate of our field.
I have been told that we're approaching 700 teams for this event, something in the 600 range of teams for this event. Managing a schedule for this event is a major undertaking. So
they have basically, if you haven't seen behind the scenes of the NXL, they have 700 snippets of paper cut down with each team's name on, and they have it lying in front of their fan. And
one gust of wind in this whole event is over.
No, it's very well produced.
Brave loses their snake player. Totally fine with that attempt because time is what it is.
So I'm watching Wrecking Crew with 50 seconds left on the clock, and they are with lots of paint, and their guns are up.
Brave immediately refills the snake, gets to work. Hey, if you don't have any paint coming in at you, you better move. Keep moving.
Wrecking Crew busting out to Dorito 1. Good defense place there. Oh, no. Wrecking Crew loses their home
30 seconds.
Oh, it was Brave that ran down, so we've lost a Brave player.
Brave
Wrecking Crew, I believe, is still with 4 bodies alive.
Brave pulls out that Snakeside Tower. They've got to go. Go, go, go. You got about 16 seconds left on the clock. You do not have time to just try to win gunfights.
10 seconds.
There you go. Run up the middle, Brave. Oh. Brave got shot running up the middle. Whose bad idea was that? All right. Hey, Brave tried.
We probably could have won that game if we had about 10 or 15 more seconds.
Okay. That's very
I'm just
possible.
teasing. I'm just forecasting some comment we're going to talk about flags later on.
Toweling or flags?
Toweling, you're right, sorry. So, yeah, nice to see all you guys out there. Who do you think is going to win this? 75% of you guys were thinking Dynamic and Shenanigans, 25. So it looks like Dynamic has a bigger fan base on the YouTubes right now.
All right, so we're going to have 43 seconds left in this game. This game is already out of hand. They are technically an X-ball, which means if by some miracle this, well, not miracle, but if by some reason this game ends before time is over, we'll have about a 2-minute break before the next. These teams will have to get back on the field.
Yeah, for sure.
So 6-2. Shenanigans should be very proud of how far they got in this event to make it to, especially World Cup with as many teams that show up. They are 7th place overall for the year. This is probably going to help them, not hurt them.
Oh, Shenanigans going up the gut and around the corner. Blanco goes up into the Snake 1.
There's a minor on Dynamic.
Snake 3. They're at the 50.
Blanco's going to try to push it, but she's going to run right through a gun.
Yeah, she does manage to take a body out, which is great. Shenanigans are still at the 50.
We're at 20 seconds.
Oh, 50. Yeah, we lose our 50 player. We also have 50 Dorito side now. But I don't know that we're going to have enough time here. 15 seconds.
Another Dynamic player walking off.
Yep.
This is going to go to time.
And
it looks like Dynamic.
5 seconds.
Oh, we're going to hit a buzzer.
Look at that. Well done, player number 10.
Good for Shenanigans.
Absolutely. It's going to take the score to 6-3. But on the downside, we have 2 seconds of gameplay left, which they are not going to play.
They're not going to play it out.
And so that's going to be the final score of that, 6-3. But you know what? Good for Shenanigans for finishing that game on that point. And as far as Dynamic is concerned, they're moving on, but this is going to haunt them. For the next couple of points, they gave that one away.
Yeah.
Not gave it away, but Shenanigans certainly had their number, and they were coming for them. So
the clock was such that it didn't highly matter.
So there you go. Feel-good story.
Yeah,
Shenanigans feels good by taking the last point. Dynamic feels better because they took the overall match.
And if you said a New York team was going to win the other match, you were correct.
Absolutely.
All right. We're going to take a
quick
quick break. We'll come back with some more action in a couple minutes. Thank you so much.